In this next series, we're going to introduce hopping, which is a single leg takeoff, same single leg landing. Now, just like we showed in the jump, we could do linear, vertically oriented type movements, but now we're going to introduce a linear, horizontal oriented movement, introducing the hurdles, where Jair is actually going to move forward. We're going to start with our counter movement, linear, horizontal, hurdle hop. So Jair, I'm going to have you get on your left leg. Notice, because it's a counter movement, he'll start up nice and tall, loading down and up fast, just like we saw in the jumping pattern. From here, he's going to clear the hurdle, drop down landing nice and strong on a single leg before resetting, waiting for my next go. Okay, Jair, set position, and go. Pull. Again, we want to see shoulders right over knees, hips are tucked back, good flat back position, using those arms to help decelerate. Set up nice and strong. Again on my go. And go. Push up. Boom. Notice Jair completely clears the hurdle, getting as tall as he can, again, as if to pose for a photo, and then pulls his body back into the ground. He hits the ground doesn't hit him. One more time now. Set position, and go. Big push, and sit on down. Wonderful. And just like we saw Jair do, if they need to do a quick control tap and then bring back the stability, that is absolutely okay. We always want clean reps at the end. That is exactly how we perform a linear horizontal counter movement hurdle hop.
Okay. Nick, you want to go right in it, Nick?
In this next movement, we're going to introduce the double contact hurdle hop. This is the first time that we've shown this movement, and with this initiation pattern, we're specifically concerned about a rapid reactive type pattern. You'll notice Jair's going to set up similar to the counter movement, but now instead of dropping all the way down, he's going to aggressively attack the ground, trying to minimize his contact time while maximizing his flight time. Okay, Jair, nice and strong, set position, arms at the ready. Notice minimal dip when he attacks that ground. And go, punch, beautiful. Reset back up. He wants to imagine that all of a sudden the ground has disappeared away from him and he's trying to attack it back as soon as he can, minimizing the drop. If you were to look at him from the top, it should look as if he's not dropping at all. That's how quickly he hits the ground. Okay, set position, and go, punch, beautiful. Now, if we're looking at it from the front, you'll notice knee is not caving in. He's keeping hip over knee over ankle, nice and strong. He does this by aggressively throwing his arms back, locking his hips in, allowing for a better, stable, safe knee position. Last time now, set, and go, punch, stick, beautiful. And that is exactly how we want to perform the linear horizontal double contact hurdle hop. In this final movement, we're going to go through a continuous hurdle hop. At this point, we have an understanding the athlete knows how to accept load, has mastered that double contact stability, double contact continuous, and now can take it all the way through 3 to 5 hurdles. On my go call, we're going to start with a counter movement to start the movement, and then we're going to aggressively move through, hitting that ground with a single contact, rapidly trying to maximize that air time, sticking the very last repetition. This embodies our reactive strength quality that we're trying to develop with plyometrics, specifically the hop. Okay, Jair, on my go call, we'll start with a counter movement to get everything going, and then hit each one with a single, pausing right at the end. On my go, and go. Punch, punch, boom, stick. That's exactly what we want to see. If we had ground contact times, he's trying to spend the least amount of time on the ground, maximizing the time in the air. If we wanted to make this even more demanding, we could spread out the hurdles, almost turning it into a severe linear horizontal hop. To start off with, keep them a little bit closer, maximize the vertical flight time, minimize the ground contact time, but still always landing with stability on the last one. And that's exactly how we want to perform the linear horizontal continuous hurdle hop. In this next movement series, we're going to go over our lateral vertical hopping, specifically introducing our box hopping. Now with a hop, because they're on one leg, we have 2 different ways we can do this. We can either do a medial hop, where the inside edge of the foot is facing the box in the direction I'm going, or I can do a lateral hop, where the outside edge of my foot is facing the box in the direction I'm going. Now why do we work on both of these? It specifically maps to movement skills. When I'm working on shuffling or cutting from a medial perspective, the inside edge of my foot is actually what's driving into the ground and directing forces. That's where the largest forces are actually going to be exerted through the foot. Conversely, if I'm doing some kind of lateral movement in the case of a crossover, I now load the lateral aspect of the foot. Having the ability to map your plyos from medial and lateral hopping allows carryover and transfer to our multi-directional movement skills. We're going to start by having Jair do a lateral linear vertical box hop. Okay, Jair, on your right leg. He's going to do this in a counter movement way. So again, he's going to start nice and tall, loading down rapidly before going vertically, trying to maximize that stretch shortening cycle before he lands nice and softly on our box. Okay, set position and go. Push, pull it down. Wonderful. Again, if Jair or any of the athletes have to do a little control tap, no problem. But as he pulls those shoot strings, he's able to get his hips back beautifully. Let's go and step on off one more time here, lateral. Set position and go. Punch down and pull it. Notice on all of these, Jair's doing an incredible job of getting vertical, landing on the box versus hopping to the box. He clears it vertically before pulling down, hips go back, shoulders, over knees, over feet. Let's go reset down. Now, very simply put, we can have him go from his right leg to his left leg. Medial is now facing the box. Now he's doing a medial hop. Set position, same counter movement type progression. And go. Stick it. Beautiful. Now what you'll notice oftentimes, this is more difficult for athletes. The reason it is more difficult is look at half of their bodies now leading with them and potentially could pull them in that direction. If he doesn't do a good job of sitting down, significantly more difficult. Hence the reason that a medial hop of any kind allows the athletes to improve their landing mechanics. Let's do it one more time here, Jair. Set position, nice and tall, same vertical emphasis. And go. Push through, pull down. Wonderful. And that is exactly how we want to perform the linear vertical, medial, lateral, box hop. In our next movement, we're going to go through medial lateral hurdle hop. In this case, we're emphasizing the horizontal aspect of our medial lateral hopping, whereas in the box, we're emphasizing the vertical portion of our medial lateral hopping. In doing so, when we think about our setup, it's going to be similar to the box. If I have the hurdles on the right side of me and I am on my right leg, we're going to consider that a lateral hurdle hop. Same thing being said, if I still have those hurdles on the right side of me and I'm now on my left leg, we will consider that a medial hurdle hop. Remembering that for both medial and lateral, left leg and right leg, you need to have even repetitions, whether you're using the hurdles or using the box as we did in previous sections. We're now going to have Jair start with his right leg on the ground, going through a lateral hurdle hop. In this instance, we want to introduce a new initiation type. We've already shown double contact, which is that rapid reactive strength type movement. Now we want to do a double contact continuous. So Jair will start with a double contact to get the engine going, if you would, and then when he hits the ground, he's going to collect that energy and immediately keep that double contact continuous until he sticks it on the final one. This allows for a higher loading of reactive strength, faster ground contact times, and hopefully more flight and height. Okay, on your right leg, nice and tall on my go, good attack of the ground. And go. Up. That's it. Push, push, and stick. And relax. You'll see with this version, it not only is more demanding from a reactive strength perspective, but also demands more dynamic stability out of the athlete. They have to quickly be able to collect themselves as they come from the air and then immediately apply that energy back down into the ground. Think of any sport where I have to go up, come back down, and make a quick movement. This is the exact thing that we're preparing them for. Now, staying on the right leg, coming back, we now shift to a medial hurdle hop. Okay, right leg, same exact tempo now on my go call. Good aggressive punch. And go. Punch. Bop, 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 and stick. Remembering, when he's having to go medially, he has more of his body in front of him, which means he has to be able to control that vertical force significantly more while generating that horizontal motion, in this case, to his left. The ability to execute in that fashion is exactly how we want to perform the medial lateral horizontal emphasis hurdle hop.